Hi guys and welcome back to the video. Today we're in A-Class and we've got some action-packed racing. So the first race is on Hockenheim on the short circuit. The first corner here I have an absolutely disastrous start. Collided with 8th place there and sent him spinning. Good job, he had 4-wheel drive because he was able to correct himself. So coming down into turn 2, and the power of his Cadillac managed to get alongside him, and the rest was history. Turn 2 I did go a bit deep just to try and cover my inside line and the outside line for this corner as well, and there was no way past for David. So up the outside there of the Nissan GTR and past that, I think it's the Lancia, is it? The 037. But the next car in our sights is that Lancia 33 Stradale. I managed to try and work it round the outside of him. He held the inside line very well. All the curb was used on that corner there, and I got the inside line for this corner here. With that said, we managed to get the power down quite well coming out of that corner, and we're real close on this Corvette. Bit of a drift there because of the curb, it did unsettle it, and the Alphas decided to make lines up on the track. And coming into one of the most difficult corners on the track, this long right-hander, be careful, don't get on the power too early. And I'm holding the inside line for this corner here. I do unfortunately lock up the inside wheel on the brakes, managed to hold it quite nicely, use all of the curb, and we're away. Now we're going to try and chase down 3rd place. And he's actually using a car that I've never used. He's using the BMW Z4. And I never really tuned it really, but I might give it a go because he's holding his own in 3rd, and he was quite a quick racer. So he's the next person on the agenda. We're going to try and drop it up the inside of him somewhere because it seems to have the legs on the straight. This Cadillac, which is obviously quite quick in the straight, which we've seen earlier on in the race, it's proving quite difficult to power past him here. I'm on the outside line here, bit later than him on the brakes here, nice little angle here. Up the inside hopefully for this corner, but I struggled to get the power down, clipped that curve there, and it sent the back end squirreling. So unfortunately I wasn't able to sneak it past him there. So we're going to look up the inside here, but the guy holds his line very well, covers that inside line, and again here we come down for the corner, Parabolica, and he held his line really well. The cutback 3000 was on, a nice little drift there from the Cadillac, but we're on the outside here. The BMW, again like the Alfa, decided to make his own lines up down at Mercedes, and unfortunately did end up in the wall. So we cut a bit forward now, and we're coming into the dying embers of the race. We're in 3rd place, considering the start that we had, knocking the Nissan GTR off and having a full-on fight our way through the pack. I don't think 3rd's quite a bad finish. So we're coming across the last bits of tarmac, and yeah, and across the line in 3rd place. Coming into race 2, we're in the Ferrari, the 166 MM Barchetta. Now this has actually got some serious power. As you can see here, we're still struggling to get the power down in 3rd gear. So we turn in here, unfortunately we were attacked, but let's not get bogged down with who hit who in what race. All that matters is now that we're on Sebring, the short circuit, and we're going to try and come back from where we are now to win the race. And let me tell you something, stay tuned for the whole race because it does get quite intense. So as you can see, there's so many cars in front of me here. I get caught up with yet another catastrophe, and as you can see there, absolute chaos. So let's settle down and let's pull the pin and let's get these positions back that we're owed. So we're in 9th place out of 15, and there's 2 guys here. There's one in a Twerk Stallion and there's another one in a BMW, I do believe. Now just look at the absolute speed of this car. It just sails past everything. Obviously that's Twerk Stallion's got a bit of venom as well. However, this car is just a joke. 200 mile an hour on the back straight there. I did brake a tiny bit early because I'm still learning this car. I've only just tuned it properly, so I'm relearning this car. And yeah, this corner is amazing in it. You straighten it up, you just fire it out, and the back end just, oh, it's amazing. It really is. But as you can see, it's so much power. Caught them from absolutely nowhere up the inside of this old muscle car. Unfortunately, I was out braked. I did kind of lose the position to that Nissan GTR, but then the power, well, it just says see you later to him. We're going to turn in now, clip that bit of grass perfectly, and that grass, but it just messed the braking up there. I dabbed it too hard and the front dipped down. So here's nice. Love this bit again in this car. If you get it perfectly, you just hold it left and you just pin it, and the back end just steers you around. It's absolutely amazing. So we cut the curb nicely there perfectly, and that one there. And we're just trying to basically line it up so we can get on this straight and just leather them. Absolutely leather them. And as you can see, first place, it's slowly coming closer and closer and closer. Now guys, I've got lots of free tarmac ahead of me. I'm going to knuckle down, I'm really going to focus, and I'm going to catch that Aston Martin Zagato. Again, another great car for A-Class. So here though, we do actually, I think, have a bit of a disaster. We run a bit wide. As you can see there, unfortunately, it would have been a dirty lap. Yeah, let's think of the positives, guys. We're on lap 3 of 5. We're just over the halfway mark, and I'm in 5th place from 9th. So I'm 50% better off, give or take, and there's 50% give or take left of the race. So do the maths. That means 100%. That means that we can still win this race in my maths. Obviously, I know it's wrong, but shh. So turn 2, beautiful. Turn 3, I absolutely smashed it on that lap there. Absolutely smashed it. It was completely perfect. However, here, got a bit happy, trigger happy, straight on the curb, two-wheeled it. And yeah, we're now into this right corner, this S-bend. This corner is quite difficult for cars that are unbalanced, because what it'll do is it'll send either the front going or the rear going, because it's not a completely flat surface. So we managed to straighten the car up here, power it out, and like I say, we keep it in 4th gear, hold the accelerator, and we just leave everyone for dead. So we've gone from 5th place to 3rd. A bit later on the brakes this time. Again, I'm still learning. This bit here is very, very technical when it comes to the right lines and the right setup. A car that's too stiff, you're going to skid on that bit. A car that's too soft, you're going to bounce. So I'm thinking now I've got 2-ish laps remaining. We're on lap 4 of 5. As long as I keep it rubber side down, I could win this race, because I'm there or thereabouts in the corner, but on the straight I absolutely obliterate everyone in this race. Now I've got to think tactical. I have a bit of a stinker here, clip the grass there, and then that's what's going to send me a bit like dab of the handbrake, just to rotate that car, just so I can get it pointed to the direction I want it to go. Now, like I say, we're halfway through lap 4. Lovely bit of apex clipping there from the Ferrari, and we're coming into the right hand corner now here. The right, then the left, and then the right. So like I said earlier, you always need to try and make sure that you get this right by sacrificing the first corner to get the drive out of the second. As you can see, that Zagato is right on my tail. However, I get it into 4th gear and I disappear. Simple as that. And as you can see there, right up the inside of that Porsche, I just flew past him. Did very, very well here. Very good overtake up the inside, stuck it up there nicely. And I'm just focusing on trying to get this back end rotated so I can let off the steering and I can let the rear steer the corner for me. It's a very hard and very difficult sensation to kind of portray across on like a video and things like that, but if you drive these old sort of muscle cars and old cars like this on Forza, you'll kind of understand the feel and know what I'm talking about. So lap 5 of 5, we've got a Lamborghini Countach in front, so it's the enemy of the Ferrari. He clipped the curb while grass there and it sent him off, but he managed to recover very, very well. Now I think this guy does kind of crumble under the pressure a bit, because he's running wide, he's hitting the grass, he's not cutting corners, but he's having a bit of a stinker, to be fair. A bit of a wheelie there from the Fiat. Oops, did I say Fiat? I meant Ferrari. Up the inside here, that's the cutback 3000, and he stuck at the inside here, and let's be honest, he kind of knew, I knew, we all knew what was going to happen here. He cut to the edge here, and he did actually kind of swipe, to be fair, had a bit of a nightmare, and he's lost not just first, sorry, second place as well. So we end the race here. It's a very, very easy win for me. I say that. It was very, very difficult. But guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this is something a bit different for you, and I hope it kind of kept you more entertained, the tuning videos and things like that. If you've got anything else that you want to see from me, please let me know what you thought of the video as well in the comments, and please drop it a like. But yeah, other than that guys, please like, comment, subscribe if you are new, and stay tuned for more.